Good morning, children. Welcome to our virtual class. I am Teacher Jess, your virtual teacher. Are you ready to learn? Class rules. Listen carefully in order to understand the lesson. Make sure to have your notebook with you all the time so that you can jot down ideas and important information about our lesson. If you can't understand some part of the lesson, you can always watch this video again. Learning competency, milk base. Classify materials based on the ability to absorb water, float, sink, undergo decay. Lesson for today. Will I absorb water? So here you are expected to describe materials based on the ability to absorb water. Classify materials based on the ability to absorb water. We are all surrounded by many kinds of materials. These materials come in different forms. They can be solids, liquids, or gases. Solids, like any other materials, have different characteristics or properties. These are the examples of solid materials: cup, umbrella, notebook, scissor, t-shirt, and ball. These characteristics or properties include the size, shape, color, odor, and texture. There are different materials that can be classified according to its properties. Some materials can be classified based on its ability to absorb water, while some materials can absorb more than the others. Let's do an experiment. What are the standards when doing an experiment at home? Reminders. Ask the help of your parents or guardians, older brother or sister when performing the activity at home. Give extra careful when using pointed or sharp objects. Use your notebook to record your observations. Lastly, enjoy learning with your parents or guardians. What to do? Prepare the following materials: sponge, rubber slipper, paper, rug, towel, metal spoon, and candy wrapper. Follow the steps. Put the materials one by one in the basin of water. Step 2. Lift up the materials and squeeze it. Step number 3. Observe and record your observations in your notebook following the table shown. So here are the materials. Number 1, sponge. 2, rubber slipper. 3, paper. 4, rug. 5, face towel. 6, plastic cover. 7, metal spoon. And the second column, you're going to ask what happened after squeezing the materials. Then third column, put a check. So let's check your answers. So first, the water came out. Second, no water came out. Third and fourth, the water came out. And number 5, water came out. 6 and 7, no water came out. Then for the third column, number 1 is check. 2x, 3, 4, and 5, check. 6x and 7x. So now, get your notebook and try to answer the following questions by writing the letter of the correct answer. Are you ready? Which of the following materials absorb water? A, big stone. B, toilet paper. C, empty plastic bottle. D, metal spoon. Number 2, you're drinking milk. Then suddenly the glass slips from your hands and it fell on the floor. What will you use to wipe it off? A, plastic bag. B, cartoon. C. Placemat. D. Rug made of cloth. Number 3 question. Why do some materials absorb water? A. Because some materials have tiny holes that let the water in. B. Some materials are made of plastic. C. Some materials are small that can easily get water in. D. Some materials are expensive. Number 4. Your brother is sweating. What will you give him to dry the sweat? A. Face towel. B. Pillow. C. Raincoat. D. Blanket. Number 5. Which of the following materials have the ability to absorb water? A. Metal spoon. B. Plastic bottle. C. Paper. D. Beach ball. Let's check your answers. Number 1 is letter B, 2 letter D, 3 letter A, 4 letter A, and 5 letter C. So who got the perfect score? Okay, good job, children. Have you experienced washing the dishes? What materials are you going to use if you are going to wash your dishes? Do you know this thing? Okay, that's what we call a sponge. How will you describe a sponge? A sponge is a cleaning material made of soft. Sponge is a porous material. To fully understand our lesson, remember these words. Absorb. It means to take in something such as liquid in a natural way. Porous. Having a small hole that allow air or liquid to pass through. Non-porous. Materials that do not allow air or liquid to pass through. Sample, cotton is a very porous, which make it a natural absorber of water. Plastics are non-porous materials. So it's face time. So direction. Draw a smiley face if the material is porous, while you draw a sad face if it is non-porous. Number 1, rubber balls. Okay, so your answer is sad face. Number 2, cotton balls. Smiley face. Number 3, sponge. Smiley face. Number 4, blanket. Smiley face. 5, coins. Sad face. 6, Manila paper. Smiley face. 7, t-shirt. Smiley face. 8, raincoat. Sad face. 9, plastic spoon. Sad face. 10, mirror. Sad face. So may I see your face if you get a perfect score? Okay, so let's apply it. Direction. Read the questions carefully and choose the letter of the correct answer. 1. Why do some people prefer to use plastic bags than a paper bag? A. Plastic bags easily get wet. B. Plastic bags are lighter than the paper bags. C. Paper bags easily get damaged when wet. D. Paper bags are not available in the market. So what would be the correct answer now? Are you ready? So the correct answer is letter C. Paper bags easily get damaged when wet. Number 2, you're going to clean the corridor after the rain. What are you going to use to dry the water on the floor? A. I will mop the floor. B. I will sweep the floor using broom. C. I will put a plastic cover on the floor. D. I will wait until it dries. So you're given 10 seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer is letter A. I will mop the floor. So let's challenge our brain now. Are you ready? Direction. Write true if the statement is correct. If the statement is false, change the underlined word with the correct answer. Number 1. Plastics are porous materials. So the correct answer here is false. Plastic are non-porous materials. Number 2, cotton is a porous material. So what would be the correct answer now? The correct answer is true. So number 3, non-porous materials have small holes that allow air or water to pass through. So what would be your answer? The answer is false. No? Porous materials have small holes that allow air or water to pass through. So it's not non-porous. Number 4. Materials made of cloth do not absorb water. So what would be your answer now? The answer is false. Materials made of cloth absorb water. Number 5. Woods can absorb water. So the correct answer is true. So do you know them? Okay, try to look at the pictures as shown. Let's classify them according to the ability to absorb water and not to absorb water. Or absorb or do not absorb. So you check for absorb, then X for do not absorb. Hammer, the answer is do not absorb. How about books? The answer is absorb. So you're going to put check. Plastic cup, do not absorb. So X. Tissue paper, absorb, so check. How about the towel? Absorb, so check. How about marbles? Do not absorb, so it should be X. Raincoat, do not absorb, X again. Pillow, it absorbs, so check. Dress, absorb, so check. How about the boots? Do not absorb, so X. So congratulations children for a job well done. See you in our next virtual class.